Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to go up to Realistic Taxidermy. That's where we got our deer taken care of. And they've got a professional, I don't know what you call him, an antler measurer. I don't know if it's even the Boone and Crockett. I don't know, but we're going to check it out. But this was Paige's deer. This was the second deer she ever shot. So we'll just take you through the journey with us. We're not sure what to expect, but it should be fun. Okay, we're here. Let's go in. You want me to carry it?
Yes.
Okay.
How you doing? Hey. You just finished one up. My coyote's bigger.
Ah, well, we tried. Yes, sir. That's 3/4 of an inch. You're not gonna go. Bring it over here. What'd you shoot this with?
357 Ruger.
Ruger number one. Second shot.
Yeah, he was drug out rough.
Rough?
Yeah. You drag them with ATVs, or they'll drag them over logs and stuff. It'll rough them up. Look at the tightness of this rack, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
That baby's tight.
Yes, he is.
Man, he's got some gnarling on the back of this thing. Oh, another year. Whoop. Nobody lets one like this walk by. No. Not me. It's like, bam! Okay. You're dead. We'll shoot you and sort it out.
Inside spread is a number that is used, okay? The widest inside, keeping it square, you don't want to go at a crazy angle. Keep it square. Tip to tip don't mean nothing, it's just a measurement outside to outside. But then you get all the point length. There's a circumference spread of measurements, which start with, you need to get an idea of where the top of the beam is to get your point length. So I normally put a piece of tape there and then I put a pencil mark on that so it's not on the antler, but just
I see.
And one of these is going to be an abnormal point because it doesn't belong. One of them's out of place. Should be just like this over here. Anything over an inch is a point. So this is close. That was close. This was close. We really don't want them to be an inch on a deer like this, but it's what happens. I mean, deer will grow points that just aren't typical looking.
Yeah. You're okay with non-typical, right?
Yeah.
But then a lot of times they don't have enough to make it a non-typical. That's the other thing.
Yeah. So he's putting tape on there, and then he's gonna put a line where the top of the beam is, so he can pull measurements.
And a lot of times I like to get them abnormal points out of the way to start with. So to me, the back one's more of the normal point. So this here's going to be an abnormal point. And then when a point's bent out, it's probably going to be longer from the inside. So a lot of times I check them both ways because an 1/8 inch is an 1/8 inch. That makes really, if it's the short one, of course, on here it's not the short one, so it don't really matter because the short side rules.
Oh, okay.
The extra is just wasted when it comes down to the net score. And to find the base of these is kind of figure out what it would look like without that point. You know, where would this be? You know.
Yeah.
I said if they're not an inch, then that's when it's a burr point, even if it looks longer, like it goes on past, you can't measure past the burr. The burr is all the roughy stuff that's on here. So if you put a tape on here and an inch, he's just barely what you'd call an inch. You know what I mean? He's right there, but I mean, it's probably an inch, but no more than that. So, it's right there.
What?
These, I'm not seeing an inch on these. This one probably is, but these guys aren't an inch. The one down there at the bottom's not. But this one here would be an inch. So we got that one on the right.
What is this record book we're measuring for?
Who's your record book?
It's the Hoosier record book.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like Boone and Crockett or what.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to qualify for Boone and Crockett.
Okay.
We're looking at 140 or 160 non-typical is what we're looking for when we're measuring this.
Okay.
Then, of course, if it was archery killed, then it would make, Pope and Young, which is archery only.
Pope and Young's archery. Okay.
Yes.
That was the other one I was thinking of.
Right.
Okay.
Crossbow is just crossbow. It goes in with firearms, and there's nothing. It's not archery.
I agree.
Yeah. And we seem to be using it way too much. We kill more deer with the crossbow than we do with compound bows in Indiana.
Well, I'm sure.
But when it comes to trophies, no, because we still got trophy hunters with bow, and our big deer with archery are more than crossbow, but overall, archery is crossbow. They kill more than compound. I'm not a fan either, and I'm old, and I still compound bow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pull a lot of weight anymore. I've got bad shoulders, but as long as I can do what I'm doing, I'm not taking a crossbow to the woods. It's just how I feel about it. And hopefully this deer's long enough to make up for the narrowness, and it's got a nice point length. 4 and 7. And tape is just to hold my cable. It's hard to hold a cable when it changes directions. You know, if you get a nice point, that's, you know, but points are never that way. The beam length is another. Beam length, you're going to start at the bottom of the burr and try to work your way out round and you kind of stay in the center of the beam and follow it all the way out to the. And everything's measured to the 1/8 inch. There's no such thing as 3/4 or a half or 3/4 be 6/8. 22 4/8.
No kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
All antlered game. No. Even caribou, that's considered an antler because they lose them every year. Are to the 1/8. Skulls, bear, cougar, are to the 16th of an inch.
Okay.
And our former president, I'm bad with names, at the turn of the century, was one of the founding fathers of big game Boone and Crockett scoring system.
Yeah, what was his name? Because he's the one that wanted typicals.
Well,
To be a pure, right?
well, yeah, that's still a big typical is still the
Is that Roosevelt?
one that Teddy Roosevelt. There you go. He was an avid hunter. And Donald Trump Jr. is an avid hunter. Donald Trump isn't, but his son is. It's been a while, I think, since we had anybody around the White House that was a
hunter. Yeah.
hunter. 22 inches.
And the other was 22.5. That's pretty close.
Yes. 4/8, not a half.
Sorry, 4.
There, you already filled out.
Yeah, I did. I'm a carpenter, so.
Well, I am too, so it'd be a half at work. I agree, yeah. And when points, like I said, when they go a certain way, you're normally better off measuring them on the back side, because if you went from the front, you're going to go inside and probably cheat yourself 1/8. And if you're outside, you're going to stretch the tape.
Good.
And you want the longest. It's 6 inches even, left side. And of course, left or right is the deer looking away. This is right and this is left.
Ah,
It's not facing it.
it's his right and left. Madison, I can text you as well instead of one.
He's got a lot of bends in his points, more than probably average. And I've been doing this 30, 35 years or so, which makes it look easy for me.
Right.
But there's still judgment calls on stuff. I mean, not everybody sees something the same when there's points out of place, and what is an inch and what isn't. So, to me, I kind of like to give the borderline stuff to the deer rather than take it away from it. Shot it with the 357, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good.
A very intense moment, but it's okay.
Well, yeah, how long of a shot?
It wasn't that. It was a long shot. What was it?
25 yards.
Oh, okay, well,
It
that's,
wasn't a long shot. It's the
but
fact
you
that I
put
just
add the
stand up.
nerves to that and everything else that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he snuck in behind her stand, so she'd been sitting there for 11 and a half hours.
Oh my goodness.
Almost dark. She was there at daylight.
There all day. Well, good.
Legs are asleep, and she's got to stand up and shoot behind her. Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, well, hey, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I wouldn't have been there for 11 and a half hours, but hey, you know, I have a hard time sitting all day,
Yeah.
even on the good days.
Me too. I grabbed onto her coveralls and I just held on for dear life because I didn't want her falling out because I knew my legs weren't working. So.
Wow, that's a long set.
Yeah.
But when it pays off, you gotta say, well, it was worth it.
Oh, it was. Yes.
Look what happened to you. Yeah.
And the kid doesn't eat, doesn't drink, nothing. She just sits there and tells me to quit moving.
No, that's tough for me.
Quit wiggling, man.
I'm always out of position. I'm on the phone Googling something, looking at this and that, and the deer comes over my shoulder, I'll move my head or neck or something, then he's gone. I can't get high enough. A deer will see me, I'm telling you, terrible. Especially with a bow and arrow. I've killed several with a bow and arrow, but it's been a while. 2.5.
How many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. This is our 4th. Well, this is our 3rd. Moses.
Yeah.
Right?
Didn't
Was
we
this
do all
5?
the- Yeah, I'm like,
5? Who
yeah.
else did we get?
Well, we have Moses. We have China. We have
Oh, China.
Rampy.
Okay. China. That was a
we
European
have
mount, so that doesn't count.
Alien.
Okay.
Okay, so for that.
Drag that out with an ATV or something?
We didn't. Actually, this guy had that bald spot when
He's
he was
fighting,
walking
huh?
around. Yeah,
He
or
might have been
scratching
going
his
under a
back
fence or
something.
something too.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Them little out of place points are
Because he's so tight.
the problem.
Well, like all that just sucks you dry.
Some more, you're done.
It's got plenty of antlers.
150?
That's what the gross is, 150.
Hey, way to go. And
That's
7/8.
It's non-typical. That's
Oh, that's not the gross.
That-
Or that's the
that
gross.
is the
The
gross.
the gross is at 157
154.
or 154. Yeah.
Okay.
But look at the net.
And the net is 150.
The net
Oh.
typical's down at the bottom.
Down there. Okay, I didn't know what that
That's
was.
non-typical.
135.
Yeah.
Right. And
Now you just shot it with a muzzle loader or a bow that was in the book.
Be in the book. Yeah, that's a good one, bud.
154.
it's got plenty of antlers.
Good memory. Gage, dude.
Yes! We didn't make the record book, but I'm pretty freaking happy with this. Like,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
That's great. If it was a muzzleloader, it'd definitely be in the record book, the Hoosier
Aw.
book. That's cool, man. That's super cool. That's better than anything I've ever done. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
Well, another adventure down. We just missed the record book, but man, that's something to be
close.
proud of. That really was pretty cool. So it's pretty neat to learn and see how they do that sort of thing by an actual professional other than just somebody in their basement. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel and hit those noties for more content.
Bye, guys.